an 18-year-old woman or 19-year-old woman. She's dating men her age, but they're just using her for sex. And she's like one after the other. I mean, this is a complaint I hear from a lot of young women. These younger college guys, they don't want a relationship. They just want to, what you doing, 11 p.m. on a Friday. What situation would you prefer to see a woman in? That, or she's dating a 30-year-old guy who's monogamous and loves her, and she's in a relationship with him. What do you think is like better for her mental health?
I'm just still stuck on why does a 30-year-old want to be with a 19-year-old? Like, that's really just what I'm stuck on.
I can answer that, but you have to answer my question first.
I don't really know how to answer it. Like, it just...
So just to be clear, here's your position.
Okay.
You would rather a 19-year-old woman, like, fuck, say, a dozen men her own age that just discard her after fucking her once or twice or three times, versus being a loving, caring, monogamous relationship with a 30-year-old man.
Well,
that's your position.
now you're just bringing up she's sleeping around with a bunch of men.
Well, that was the
one.
entailment. That was the scenario.
But it's different. Why couldn't she just sleep around with the same 18-year-old or 19-year-old?
Wait, what?
Why couldn't they sleep with one 19-year-old?
Yeah, but it's a hypothetical to test the logic.
That has no logic. There's one people and then multiple people. That's not logic.
Right.
That's
So
just different scenarios.
I can grant to you that a woman who's 19 could get into a relationship with another 19-year-old. But I'm testing your logic here. So in the hypothetical scenario I presented, you have a 19-year-old woman who, and I actually don't think it's really that far-fetched that this actually occurs really frequently in college. A lot of women, they're having casual sex with a bunch of other men.
When I was 19, if I dated a 30-year-old, that wouldn't have gone well for me. So personally, my opinion is I don't agree with it.
Yeah, but I mean, you said that you have like the borderline personality disorder. I don't know if that plays into it. What specifically about the age gap relationship would not play well for you?
It just makes me extremely uncomfortable. Why are you not dating people your own age? Like what?
But let's say, you know Ryan Reynolds? Would you date him?
I don't know him.
You don't know Ryan Reynolds?
I mean, I know of him, but like I go date off personality. Like I don't date for looks. Like I genuinely don't. If you looked at all my exes, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like genuinely, you'd be like, what the fuck? Do you have a celebrity
crush? Mm-mm. No, you can't think
That's like a BPD thing. Like I just genuinely, like I've never really had an idol or looked up to someone. Like it just is what it is. Like,
so you would, do you know Henry Cavill?
No. I don't know a lot of people. I didn't watch a lot of movies growing up.
Would you date, have you seen the movie Fight Club?
Mm-mm. I haven't watched Rocky. I haven't watched the Titanic. I haven't watched
That's fine.
So, can I say something about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I agree with the ladies. I feel like at 19, I think once you hit, I think you got a little window to deal with that. I think any man over 23 shouldn't be dealing with a 19-year-old. Me personally.
Why though?
Because the blowback is not worth it when there's so many other women.
What do you mean the blowback?
I think it just looks weird. Like in today's society, maybe in the 1500s when we was dealing with castles and all that. But I'm talking about today. I just think, as opposed to other options, like if you're 23, I think that should be the last moment you deal with 19, 18
like teen.
What
is
teen? It's the teen word.
It's the word teen at the end is crazy.
To me,
like
personally.
teen at the end is crazy.
Hold on.
I don't like it either.
The whole teen thing, that's totally disingenuous because you can be 13 and then 19. Like these are two, like one is a crime, like if you were, and the other is like an adult who can vote and sign a contract.
But today's young people are really goofy, man. Like a 13-year-old today is like a 9-year-old for real. A 20-year-old today is.
Well, hold on. We're talking about adult relationships. So 18 plus.
Okay, 18 plus. Me personally, if I'm 22,
that's totally fine.
That's my limit. Like if I'm 30, I deal with a woman that's like 25, 24, 19. Me personally, nah. Cause I'm thinking about my daughter. Like if I got a daughter that's 19 and she bring back a dude that's 30. He got to be like Obama or something, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's likely he's not going to be that. So me personally, I think 19 and 30-year-old, I'm going to look at the dude as if he's a little off or a little desperate or he can't get nobody. Because you can still get a young woman, but 19 at 30, I don't know.
What if you meet someone though? What if you meet someone you don't know their age and it's a 19-year-old that looks 25?
Now that's different.
Because I always looked older.
Can I ask you a question? But so does it have to do with physical appearance? or does it have to do with like mental state?
I think
Into the mic, into the mic.
I think just I don't want to deal with explaining that to anybody else. Me personally,
Wait,
I'm just being honest. I'm just talking about me. I don't want to deal with that. Like if I found out, if we fell in love, I've been with her for a year, and I found out she was lying about her age. It's like I'm already with her, so it's kind of different.
She lied to you, right?
She lied to me. That's different. But if I know I'm not 30 years old and scouting the local community college for a 19-year-old, like I just think that's kind of weird.
Okay, man, you're on social media. Let's say a 19-year-old girl, she slides into your DMs.
I'm not dealing with it. I'm 39, bro. I can't do it. I got a daughter that's 4 years younger than her.
But are you checking their age first thing? Like, how do you find out? Like, is it a first time question? How do you kind of
I deal with women in areas where really 19-year-olds really don't be. Like, I don't really club like that. So if I meet a woman.
On. But really quick to like, you have a daughter like that. Do you have a sister?
Yeah, I got a sister.
How old's your sister?
My sister's, I think she's like 42, 43.
Do you have a younger sister?
Yeah, she'd probably be maybe 24 now.
Would you date a 24-year-old?
At 39?
Yeah.
She gotta be super duper established.
I was gonna say that sounds better to me. Like it's really just me. The 19 is like
Wait. Let me ask the question. Okay, let's say you had a younger sister who was 30. Would you date a 30-year-old?
At 39, yeah.
Okay, but that's like dating somebody your sister's age.
Yeah, but my sister's super grown now. She ain't super grown at 19.
But like, I don't understand this argument. Like, oh well, you have this familial person in your life who is of a certain age. Ergo, you can't date them. Like
you can do what you want. I just said I wouldn't want to do it.
Here's what I don't understand from you though, is like you're saying the other people would judge you, so I won't do it. You strike me as a how do I articulate this? Do you really give a fuck what other people think? I don't get that impression from you.
I don't, but certain things is just not worth the fight. Like I'm not trying to beat. You got to pick your battles. Certain battles is just not worth it. It's not.
What battle? Some fucking Karen on the
39. Me. 39 years old. I don't want a 19-year-old.
She probably has a lower body count.
Would you date
I don't want a 19-year-old. I might be attracted to her, and I might be like, yo, you could get it, shorty, but I'm just not going to do it.
But would you
that's totally fine.
Would you date a 30-year-old if she looked like she was 18?
Yeah, she's 30. Now she looks. She's 30.
But it's like that is a good argument. It's like the physical looks thing. Like there are like 19-year-old women who are shapely and like big ass, big titties, whatever, and there's like 30-year-old women who you would date who are like A cup, no, like so. That's my confusion here.
I mean, because it's not just a physical thing.
Sure, it's mental.
Okay. Like if I'm 39, a 19-year-old can only be taught by me. And in today's society, she probably ain't gonna want to hear shit I say. She probably think I'm too old. I don't know shit. So I ain't got time to be arguing with no little ass kid, bro. So me personally, I don't want to deal with a 19-year-old.
You've never dealt with a 35-year-old quarrelsome, nagging woman.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely. And I don't want to deal with that either.
The most complicated women I've ever dealt were like, it wasn't like the 23-year-old. It was the fucking woman my age.
It varies. There's older women that's cool, and there's older women that's goofy. There's younger women that's cool, and there's younger women that's goofy.
But that can't be the only reason then. There has to be something.
I'd rather deal with somebody within under 10 years or under.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You had mentioned a part of the 18-year, what we were talking about, 19-year-old was perception. But the 30-year-old that looks like she's 18, wouldn't people still perceive her as...
but perception is not reality because she's actually 30. So she looks young, she just looks young. But if she's actually young but looks older, I wouldn't do it. I just think it's too much explaining. You know, her parents might not be comfortable. You know, it's just too much shit that you got to deal with. You could take it on and say, hey, I'm a man, hit me raw, I'm going to do what the fuck I want. But certain battles I don't think is worth it just to prove that I'm a guy.
I do want to ask some of the girls' input on this. You're in an age gap. Who's in the age gap relationship?
Me.
What's the age gap again? You're
15 years.
You're 25 and
he's
he's 40. Ladies at the table here, objectionable? 15.
Well, when did you start dating, I asked?
3 years ago.
Her prefrontal cortex just
it wasn't even
finished.
It's not even just that. Like at 19 and I was in college.
Wait,
No smart
she was
decisions.
you were 22 when you guys started dating?
Yeah, I was in college.
She was 22 when they started dating and he was 37?
Yeah.
Like,
but prefrontal cortex was not fully developed.
and I said, and it's still the 19 thing. Like, just moved out of the house. Give him a second. 22, and that I agree. And I said in the beginning, there's only certain age gap relationships I don't agree with. When you say 19, you said
fine.
teen. That's crazy.
Here, I'll bump it up 1 year. 30-20.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
It's 10 years.
What?
That's
Okay,
fine.
35-20.
35-20?
Yep.
Fine.
Really? It's just the teen?
Yes.
So just to be clear, 19
Just as okay, so
and
can I ask you
364.
something?
Hold on, 19, 364 days,
Uh-huh.
or 20
Yeah.
and 0 days. Like 1 day later, like creep.
Would you want to
it's
date
okay,
a
don't give-
19-year-old though?
Sure, why not?
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Well, what? Here,
We're
let me
in
ask you a
time.
I think
question.
you're
Our
like
own
you're creeped
opinions.
out if they're pursuing you because of that. Like I
Yeah,
just met
that's
that
where I'm
person
like-
naturally, and we just happened
Let
to
me
be
clarify.
the age gap.
Let me just clarify here. So I've dated women I've dated women older that I had age gaps with in terms of like they're older than me.
Yeah.
So when I was 31, I dated a 45-year-old. That's like 13 years. I know
My
that's a bit
grandparents
different.
have like a 15-year age gap.
So
They're
I've dated
fine,
older women. I've dated women my age. I've dated women who are younger than me. I've dated various ranges. And then another clarifying point: I'm not like hanging out. I'm not going to college parties trying to mac on. No, but like I don't know if I was on a dating app and I match with somebody or she slides into my DMs. I can't actually think of any reason besides it gives you the ick. Like you can't actually make a really compelling argument.
I did say that though. I said it's just my opinion, and I'm like, it
sure.
is what it is.
No, yeah,
like,
it's your opinion.
There might not be any logic behind it, but the word teen, I'm like, I don't know. But it is just the word teen.
Yeah, but there's-
Call it like it is. It's fine.